I am right now in Reykjavik in Iceland to play a huge chess tournament, and I just finished round number 3. Now in this round, I was facing a very scary opponent. I was playing against the 1900 from India that had had a fantastic tournament so far. He had drawn a 2100, he had drawn a 2300 international master, and so I knew that he was probably a bit underrated. India is also a very big chess country, so a lot of people there might study a lot of chess and play a lot of chess, but maybe not play that many chess tournaments, leaving them to having a bit of lower rating. So his name was Sushant Kamabatula, and I am so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And he was born 2008. Like, he was 15. Was he 15? He was like, yeah, he's turning 16 this year. Like, I just cannot believe how strong all the kids are. Like, what is happening? I played a kid in the morning as well, though that kid was like 12 and yeah. Anyways, so I was a bit scared coming into this round, but more than scared, I was very tired because the night to today, I had basically slept 3 hours. So I was very tired and I already played in the morning. So I thought, Anna, okay, we need to put some water in our face, we need to get energized, and we need to just go and try to beat this guy. So he started with the move e4, and I got to know the pairings like 30 minutes before the round, so I didn't really know who I was facing until then. So I didn't do any preparation. So e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, this became a Sicilian. He played d4, so it was an open Sicilian, and I played this line e5. And this line, I don't really play it online, so it's my kind of, I am playing a classical chess tournament, and I don't want anybody to know what I'm gonna play kind of thing, because I never play this online. And I get so many people saying, Anna, it's so easy to prepare against you because you're terminately online streaming chess. We know everything you play. But so this is kind of the opposite of that. So I played e5, knight b5, and the idea is to go a6. And then after check, the idea is to go queen e7. And now there's different ways that you can go queen d2, you can go queen d1. And this, even though it gives a slight edge for white, is perfectly playable for black. But I've realized that I don't know if I like this, so I think that this might be the last game that I ever play this opening with. But anyway, so he went queen d1, knight f6, and then knight c3. The idea now for white is basically to take control of this d5 square. And if I want to be the happiest person on earth as black, I want to play d5 in this position. So I played d6 with the idea of getting out my bishop and then pushing the pawn to d5. And then he played bishop g5. And so far here, I was playing very fast. All of this was theory, so I wasn't really thinking. I was just making the moves. You can see that at move number 12, I literally have more time than what I started with. So bishop e2, knight d7, castles, castles, c4, rook c8. I'm playing so fast here. This is move 15, rook c1, and now something happened. As you can see, we are at move 16, and I have an hour 26. And now I think the craziest thing that has happened to me in classical chess happened. I spent 1 hour on the next 4 moves. I literally spent 1 hour on the next 4 moves. How possibly could that happen? I spent an average 25 minutes per move, the next moves. I honestly, this is probably the craziest thing that has ever happened to me. And I was just thinking and thinking and thinking. And it almost felt like I was falling asleep at the board, but it wasn't falling asleep. My brain was just thinking about a bunch of different things. But it was I was present, but I wasn't really in control of what was going on. It was really strange. And I think it came from the fact that I was just so extremely tired. And I just spent so long thinking. And I really thought that we would get my opponent, that he would stand up and leave the board or something, but he never left the board. He was literally sitting by the board the whole time waiting for me to make a move. And I thought, okay, he must be so bored right now. And he was looking around the playing hall, something. But yeah, I spent so long thinking. So h6 was the move I ended up doing. Bishop e3, and this is the moment where I realized that he's going to play b4 and c5, and it's going to come with a lot of force. And I now didn't know what to do. So here, I ended up playing a move that I think is a mistake. I think maybe something like b6 would have been better, just because I really want to prevent this push, because if he gets to play b4 and c5, the problem is then that c6 is coming, and his queenside pawns just become so strong. Another move that I consider here was to go knight h7, to then, if he goes b4, reply f5. But then I thought that after f3, I just didn't see what my pawns were doing. I was thinking maybe I can do something crazy like g5. But this after c5 is just really good for white. So I just didn't know exactly what to do. So I ended up playing e4 instead here, which is the third best move, but I don't know if it's that good. And then here I went a5, and I was spending so much time here. Like I spent on this move a5, I spent 30 minutes on one move. I was just sitting there for 30 minutes thinking. But I was thinking about so many different moves. I mean, I was considering knight e5, and I was calculating what happens after knight e5 if c5. This was the move that I was scared of. I thought I can go rook f d8 was my thought, but then I thought c6 was very strong. I thought if b takes c6, bishop takes a6, rook a8, I thought d takes c6 is good for white. And it is. You can actually sacrifice the piece here, and this is actually like better for white. So I was actually right about this. Which I'm really proud of, seeing that I was able to see this piece sacrifice and everything. So I was thinking about all of this, and I didn't really exactly know what to do. This would probably have been my best continuation. But I ended up playing a5, just so that if I did all of this, there would not be bishop takes a6, so that in this whole variation, this line on a6 would not be hanging. So a3, I took, and then I went knight e5 with the same idea as before. And I was expecting him to play c5, but instead he was just extremely annoying and play a really good move, which is queen d4. And now this is really annoying because I wanted to go knight d7, but I can't, because I wanted to go f5 and get my own kind of play, but now I just couldn't do that anymore. So I played here queen d7, which is the best move, and then queen f5, just to protect this pawn. And I was also maybe threatening to go here knight check. Like if he does something random, I can probably go knight f3 check. And then after, well, okay, I can't really, but I was thinking that maybe I could do this at some point. Maybe not with this move, but if he does this, for instance, I can go knight f3 check. Here we go, because now the bishop cannot retreat to f1 and defend the checkmate. So the idea here is that after takes, I just have queen takes h3, and it's going to be checkmate. So I was thinking about all of these things, but honestly, at this point, it was just pure desperation. I had 3 minutes left on the clock somehow. You know, 6 moves ago, I had an hour 30. I don't know where my time disappeared. I don't know what was happening. I was just so tired, and this was just pure desperation at this point. And I could really tell that I just was not playing my best. And that made me very sad, because I was feeling like very disappointed at myself, because I felt like, you know, like I'm here, like I should feel awake, I should feel like I'm capable of playing good chess, but I was just so extremely tired. I think after the morning round, after having already competed that day, and then, yeah, just a short break in between rounds, I was just so tired. So actually during the game at one point, I even stood up and I was eating my like corny big, you know, like the thing. I was eating my little corny big in the playing hole. I went to the bathroom to throw water on my face. I was just so extremely tired during that round. But rook d1, queen g6. This is a mistake. I should probably go rook d8 here, because queen g6 loses protection of this knight. So c5 becomes an option to get rid of this pawn, and then, you know, have this, because I cannot capture it because the knight is hanging. So I went queen g6, which I think is a bit of a mistake. And after king h1, rook d8, and bishop f4, I went back, and after takes and pawn takes, I just had this really bad endgame, and then I played this move b5. And the moment I played it, I could see his face go a little bit like, what? What is happening? But I actually just missed the fact that after b5 pushes and knight takes, he just has rook takes d5, which is a brilliant move, because after I take, he has bishop g4. So I just blundered a piece here in time trouble. But this, honestly, this was just the product of me being so extremely tired and just playing really bad chess at this point. It was like I was just not like in control at all.
Anna took with the pawn and c5. And now knight take d5, and after rook take d5, Anna will actually lose the game. She will lose the game. So this is what happened. Anna, this is what happened. Why will she lose the game? He played this immediately. Rook take d5, because after rook take d5, he has bishop g4, and there is no way Anna can save the game. So I'm so sorry to see this.
So I played a few more moves, but here there wasn't really much to do. And after he traded queens, you know, there was nothing that would stop this pawn. So in this position, I resigned. And I was feeling really sad after the game because I felt like I hadn't given it my best. Like, my opponent was obviously, like, he played a great game. He played with an accuracy of like 94%. So he was playing a really good game, but I think I just felt like I hadn't given it my best, and that kind of made me a bit sad because I want to come here and play my best each game. So I felt like this is not the Anna that's going to get 2200. This game was not it. So I was very aware of it. But it made me happy because during my streams, people were being very supportive and people were being very kind. And I think that's something that really means a lot after you know, you play a game like this and lose a game like this. So this is my round number 3. Not something I'm very proud of, but today I am playing round number 4, and I'm very excited about it because I've gotten 10 hours of sleep. I'm feeling very well rested. I'm feeling very happy and excited, and I've prepared, and I feel just a million times better than I felt when I played this game. So I think today we're gonna do the comeback, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. You don't have to enjoy the game. The game was not good, but I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you all with my recap of round 4. And don't forget that I am live streaming all my games. So if you want to catch my game live, you can catch the live streams. We'll post the schedule in the description box. I'm going live on YouTube for every game, going live on Twitch. So don't miss my lives. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Keep on playing chess. That's what I was going to say. Okay, bye.